Well, it was extraordinary diplomacy, I must say, or perhaps failure diplomacy. And I think at the end of the day, there was only one winner of that exchange. That was Vladimir Putin. Having said all of that, probably a wake-up call. And the conversations that I've had since in the past 72 hours are pretty much about let's move on, let's get back on track, let's see what diplomacy can do. And I'm quite convinced that the meeting that we have here in London today is going to give us the first baby steps back to the table. Yes, it has to be repaired. We are the closest alliance in the world. Remember that the United States has been a guarantor of European security ever since World War II. And I think it's in the vested interest of the United States to remain in Europe, especially in NATO. There is a very high alternative cost, and that is that the US would not be a superpower anymore. A superpower needs allies. The closest allies come from Europe, and for me, the UK is Europe. I want to see some kind of a sketch of a plan on two accounts. One, how do we get through the next few days, and how do we get Zelensky and Donald Trump to speak to each other again? How do we get the minerals deal? Because I do think that that's going to be a tipping point for American engagement and commitment actually to Ukraine. And secondly, I want to see a long-term plan. And I must say, as someone whose family is 75% British, I'm the only one without a dual nationality in our family, I am so glad to see British leadership back. We need it, and we need it now. We need Britain back in Europe, and that's what we're seeing today.